guys.
Hello.
So,
Welcome to Noodle Brains. And
yeah,
my
for
brain
real.
feels noodles.
Me too. It's just like a bunch of noodles up there.
Yes, it's a good Noodle Brains was the perfect name for our page.
Because it's always crazy up there.
Yeah, me too.
It's never straight lines. They're always curvy.
No. It's like the squiggliest line. It's a spaghetti noodle. That's all it is. If you went and threw a spaghetti noodle on the wall, it goes like this. And that would
Yeah,
be our brains.
literally.
How did you come up with that name?
Well, we were looking for like names online, and I asked Andrew, I was like, what about noodle brains? He was like, why noodle brains? I was like, well, in your head, when you're scrambled, your thoughts are like noodles. And he was like, oh, that's cool.
That is cool. What you eating?
Vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup.
It looks like Cool Whip.
Oh, yeah. We reuse these bowls. That's what poor people do.
I love it. Well, the reason I said that is because when I'm like really trying to watch it and I'm craving ice cream, I eat frozen Cool Whip.
Oh,
It tastes like ice cream to me. I can eat it and just eat a couple of bites and I'm satisfied.
maybe I need to try that because I love ice cream.
If you throw some nuts and strawberries in there on the frozen Cool Whip, so good.
Yeah,
I
you're
have to
making it
tell you
all
something.
healthy. What?
So one of our followers, um, she went to the doctor and had blood work done, only to find that her sodium was low. So she has watched us and she has went and ordered Celtic salt.
Nice.
Yes, isn't that good? I
Yeah,
hope
it's
it.
great for helping people.
I do have a question about it.
Okay.
Okay, you know how like with vitamins, you can't really overdose on vitamins because you pee it out. Like if you took too much vitamin B, you'll just pee it out. Like your body absorbs what it needs and then it pees it out. What happens if you overdose on this? Do you
Your
get
heart rate will probably just start rising and stuff.
Well, I'm struggling because I bought it like this and you bought it in a bag, and Sherry, the girl that I was talking about, bought it in the bag. But my little crystals, like, look. Oh, can you see how tiny that is?
Yeah.
So, like, I can't just take one little crystal. And I'm wondering if I should just, like, because what I've been doing, I showed you, I just shake it like a salt shaker because it has that. And I just
Yeah.
go and put it in my mouth. And I was wondering if I feel like I'm overdosing because I don't take a handful. I just take a sprinkle.
Yeah, I
But
just dip my fingers down in it. I just like do a little pinch.
well, that's probably the same as this, wouldn't you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Unless like you're feeling your heart pounding and stuff, you're probably fine.
I'm fine. It'd probably take a while to consider yourself overdosing on Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not from just like taking it a week. Let's
Yeah.
check in.
You
You
can
go
start.
first.
Oh, okay, I'll go first.
You're not eating ice cream because you're depressed, are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to take a nap.
Uh,
So
so you're getting your belly full?
yeah, I gotta get my belly full. We had our Taylor Swift party.
I saw your outfit. Oh my
It was
gosh.
so
It's
cute. I
so
want to
cute.
show them.
You look just like Taylor Swift.
I
I
had
mean,
so much.
identical. Hair and all.
Me and my friends.
I noticed y'all gave each other birthday presents.
Yes, so it was a birthday party for me and my friend Sarah because her
Oh,
birthday was the 7th and mine's the 27th. And we
mhm.
were like, we don't know if we're all going to be able to get together before mine. So we were like, let's just do it all in one.
Okay.
And our friend Lillian, she got us cakes and they were matching our favorite album. See, my favorite album is Lover. So it was a Lover cake. And it said Haley's version. And then Sarah's favorite is Midnight.
That was so sweet of your friend.
Yeah, it was
That's very
super fun.
thoughtful.
Yeah, but it was fun. I've been doing good. I've been a little depressed and suicidal lately, but I'm just kind of like trucking through,
Mhm.
getting through it. I started this morning. I'm starting to wake up 30 minutes early, and for 30 minutes I read my Bible. Because if I wait and do it when I get off of work, I'm so tired that I just want to go to sleep. And I can't do it at night because I'm like, oh, I want to do this, this, and this.
Mhm.
So if I get up 30 minutes early, I can start my day off by reading my Bible.
Yeah, that's
And I
good.
got these glitter pens. Oh my gosh. They're 80. There's 80 of them. And they come with refills.
Vanson would love that.
And I can use them serving and stuff. And I love them because they're so pretty.
Oh,
So I've been doing good. How about you?
I mean, for the most part, I've done well. I think that having, guys, I feel so guilty for saying this out loud, but not having to worry about Larry has taken so much pressure off me.
And that's okay.
I mean, because I can just like I went to the grocery store today, and I know that sounds silly, but I don't get to do that. I've never been able to do that in the
Yeah.
past 6 months. I've had to order groceries because I can't leave him, and he can't walk in the grocery store, and so like it. But I have a lot of guilt, and the guilt is playing games with me because I, I feel really bad. But I sent him, I got him my iPad. And so he thinks he doesn't know how to use the iPad. He has an iPhone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But because it's big and it looks different, I don't know how to use it. I'm like, dude, it's just like an iPhone. There's no different. You still swipe, you have apps. But in his brain, well, in about 2 to 3 months, all his money is depleted, which means he goes on Medicaid, which means he has no money to pay any bills, which means Judy is fixing to inherit his bills. I already have this phobia of being homeless and being broke, and it's triggering me. And so I told him, I gave him, I showed him how to use the iPad, on July the 4th, and I sent him home with it. And of course, I don't know how to use it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work like my iPhone. It's totally different. And so his brother went there and kind of showed him how to use it. And so this past week, I think it was Thursday, I said, have you been using your iPad? And he said, I can't figure out how to use it. And I said, let me explain something to you. And I was scared to death to say this, but I have to say it at some point. I said,
Yeah.
in a couple of months, your money runs out. Your cell phone bill is over $100. The iPad is $50 to be added to my plan. I can't afford to pay for your phone. So therefore, you're going to have to use your iPad full time. And he went into panic mode. And he goes, I'm not going to be able to make phone calls. Haley, he doesn't make phone calls because he can't hear on the phone.
He
And he
can
don't know
always do FaceTime.
I told him that. I told him that, but
He can do
it's not
FaceTime audio.
saying I'm taking something away from him, and it's control, and he's upset. I can't even have a cell phone anymore. I'm like, I know you get this Mac Daddy iPad. I will take an iPad all over. If I was in the nursing home or bedridden, I would
Yeah.
take an iPad over a cell phone any day.
Bigger screen.
Yes. And his vision's getting worse, and him seeing a little bitty iPhone versus the big iPad. But he said no. And so I said that. And then he got upset. And then I said, he goes, I hate it here. You just don't understand the way they treat me here. So then puts me on a guilt trip. Then I feel guilty. And then it goes into, I said, well, are you making any friends? Judy, I can't make friends because I can't understand what people are saying. And I said, do you know why? And he said, why? I said, because you're not wearing your hearing aids. And the reason he's not wearing his hearing aids is because they fall out of his ears. Well, it's a funny thing, they never fell out of his ears here. Never. Not in 7 years. They've never fallen out of his ears. And it's because he's taking his oxygen on and off 500 times a day because the nurses told me. So when he takes his he gets sick of it and he rips it off. So when he rips it off, his hearing aids fall out of his ears. So now he's convinced that he can't wear his hearing aids and the oxygen at the same time. So then I lost it on him and I got mad. And I was like, listen, you can't hear people talk simply because you're not wearing your hearing aids, because you think they're not, like, you can't wear them with the oxygen. And the reason is because you're taking your oxygen off 500 times a day. And he said, no, I'm not. I only take it off to go to the bathroom. And everybody, all my family that go visit him, they're like, he's not wearing his oxygen. Every single person that walks in the room go, and the nurse is calling me on the phone going, he won't wear his, welcome to my life. This is why I couldn't work and take care of him. So it just, and then I have guilt. And so I have been dealing with that, which just has me a little sideways, because when you have to make decisions like that about your parents, you know it's the right decision, but they put you through excuse my French, but they do. You don't know what it's like. You don't know how they treat me here. And his nurse is so sweet.
Yeah.
And it's just hard. And I'm getting it every day. Hey, will you send me pictures of the animals? I said, you follow my face. I mean, I'm working. I'm like, you follow my Facebook page. You can watch all my videos. You can watch all my pictures that I post. And he goes, it's not the same. It means more to me when you send them to me. I do not have time to entertain all day long.
You need to go ahead and take tons of pictures and put them in an album. And when he says that, just take one and send it to him.
I guess I could do that.
Yeah, just go ahead. Like today,
could do
you can
that.
go take tons of pictures of the weenies, and then you go take some of the outside animals, put it in an album named Larry, and whenever you can put them in a shared album,
That's a great idea.
and next time you're with them, show them how to use a shared album.
Yeah.
So y'all can have an album together, and every time you take pictures, you can just put them in that album, and he can go see them all.
Unfortunately, the past 7.5 years, like, he didn't need to live with me. Like, he was fine.
Yeah.
He was fine. And as a matter of fact, I was telling the doctor, I said, I don't know what to do. He won't go home. So we went to a neurologist, and she goes, why do you live with Judy? Because she's fun. So for the past 7 years, it's been because I'm fun. And he's depended on me because he wouldn't drive in Coleman. Now, he'll drive home. He'll drive in Aniana. He'll drive in Springville. But he won't drive in Coleman. And so he's
Do you
depended on
blame
me
them, though?
because Coleman's drivers.
Awful.
So it's been a lot. Like, when someone depends on you, and like they depend on you for their happiness, they depend on you for their stability, it wears me out. Like, I'm glad Shane's not like that.
Yeah.
Shane's very independent. I deal with independent people well.
I'm not independent. That's one
Yes,
thing I'm
you
having
are.
to get better at. I depend on Andrew all the time because I
Oh, you
want to
do?
see him all the time. And like today, I was like, I got off early, and I was like, we can hang out after I film the podcast. And he's like, well, I kind of just want to have a day because it's my only off day. I just want to chill out. And I'm like,
And then you feel offended.
yeah. I'm like, I literally got off early so we could hang out. And he's like, I didn't ask you to do that. And I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I really, for someone that's independent, we feel like we're smothered.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't love Larry. I do. I love him with all my heart. Obviously, he's lived with me the past 7.5 years, but I need to breathe. I feel like I can't breathe. Like, I actually can take a nap now.
Yeah.
Imagine if he was calling you and you're like, I just want to freaking take a nap.
Yeah, I'd freak out.
Yeah, you'd freak out because you need your sleep, and you need you and I deal with our, hang on. Okay. I thought somebody was in my driveway. They're sweeping the road.
Yeah.
They're sweeping the road and cars are backed up. I want to say something real quick because I
Okay.
had not told anybody this. And I keep thinking about, hey, I keep thinking about telling people on my live, but I talked about it here. So I'm going to say it here.
Okay.
When we got off the phone last time, I got a phone call that my credit card had been used overseas.
Yes.
It was Wells Fargo. It was Wells Fargo. You know, it was their, I knew it was them because it would go, welcome to Wells Fargo. It's the same little tone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it told me to press 1 to talk to an agent. No, I can't remember. Press 1 if this is you. So I pressed 1 and then they told me to enter my debit card number. And I started to do it and I was like, I guess God spoke to me real quick. And I was like, wait a minute. But this is Wells Fargo. And I was thinking in my head, but this is Wells Fargo. It's their thing. And for some reason, I hung up and I said, I'll call them back. So I hung up the phone. I called Wells Fargo back and it was a scam.
I told you, girl.
I about died. But see, I had lost my credit card, remember?
Yeah.
So I really thought it was them and somebody using my credit card. They stole it. But it was a scam.
So did anyone
It
use
was
it?
Wells Fargo's recording. They had copied Wells Fargo's, like, you know, voice or whatever.
Yeah.
What if I had to put my debit card number in there?
It literally would have been terrible.
I am so glad that my instincts kicked in. And she said, we would never do that. And I was like, I don't know what. My instincts kicked in not to put in my debit card number and I would call y'all. But yeah, I almost did it. Like I was starting to push the buttons.
Well, let me tell you about this. This girl back in November wanted to buy a pageant dress for me. Well, it was going to be like, I think I said $400.
Yeah.
She used Venmo Business, sent me this receipt, right? Looks real.
Yeah.
And it's like you received an additional payment of $400. But it said for me to receive it, I had to put $400 in to lock it so I wouldn't get scammed. So I'd put in a deposit of $400. When hers came back to me, I'd get my money back. And I was like, that sounds weird. And it's like, if you want money from a business account, you have to receive $850 before you can start receiving money. And I was like, that's really weird. I called Andrew and Andrew was like, it's a scam. So I called Venmo and I'm like, hey, did y'all email me this? And they're like, no, our Venmo account is this. And I was like, okay. And she literally almost got me. Because it was like Venmo Business. You have to send $400.
I need to make sure I tell Shane that. Because Shane just got on Venmo and he's not the brightest.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and well, both of us, we're smart. Hey, I'm trying to be live, and I can't be live when you're barking.
Go get the wiener.
My bed's not made.
Oh, it's okay.
He wants to play with Rolly.
Where's Rolly?
In the bed.
Oh, under the blankets?
Yes. So basically my mental status is it comes and goes, but for the most part, I've been okay. Social media has stressed me out a little bit, being a people pleaser. And I wanted to talk a little bit about when you're a people pleaser and when you're noodle brains. I want to know first, are you a people pleaser?
When I'm serving, yes.
So when someone's mad and it's not your fault, does it jack with you mentally?
Yes.
Me too.
But I'm like, they're like, my food is terrible. It's awful. And I'm like, hey, look, I understand. I am so sorry. Would you like me to get you something else? No, I want it off my ticket. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Let me go grab a manager to talk to you. But inside, I'm like, because I hate it. I hate when
Wow.
people are upset with me.
Me too. I'm like, when people start beating me up on social media, I'm like, that's not who I am.
Yeah.
Like, give me a chance, but they won't. There's mean. And being a people pleaser, I'm so worried about, like, I'm worried about disappointing another creator. Like, oh my God, don't tag him, don't tag them in my post. They're gonna be mad at me. And then then someone says something negative, and then I'm like, oh my God. And it puts me in a bad mood, and it ruins my whole entire day.
Well, like I overthink everything.
Me too.
So me and another girl, we're starting to get closer as friends, but I don't want to ask to hang out too much because I don't want to be overbearing. I don't want to make them, not want to hang out with me. And then I don't want to push them to want to hang out if they don't. I don't want to um text them too much, call them too much. So it's like really stressful for me.
Well, do this? Like, say you text someone, and then you hit send, and you're like, oh God, I should
Yes.
let me reread it. Oh God, I shouldn't have said that, but I can't take it back.
What if they take it this way?
Yes, what they take, and then they respond, and it wasn't what you needed to hear, and then you're like, ah, shoot, I pissed
Yeah.
them off. They took
Yeah.
it wrong, and then you're like, okay, let me go back and say, I didn't mean to make you. I hope you're not mad at me. And they're like, mad, or like, what are you talking about? Well, I just don't like. I don't want you to be mad. And I look like some DA trying to win
Yeah.
their happiness because I'm so insecure about myself. And it's when you're like that, and it's a text message and you can't see them, you can't hear them, you automatically sit there and play games in your head going, did they take it this way? Did they
Yeah.
take, oh my gosh, I didn't mean that. Like, how do I tell them I'm sorry? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like a freaking noodle brain. It's like a spaghetti noodles all in your freaking brain at the time when you're like doing that. And it's like just repetitive. And then I find myself can't sleeping over it.
Yeah. We went to Second Friday and I wanted to get a Polaroid with Sarah. And I got one, but the flash was on. So, like, you can kind of see it over here. You see that one that's too bright?
Yeah.
So it was too bright. And Andrew's like, just go ask her to take another one. I'm like, yeah, but she's working. Like, she's working. I don't want to ask her to get another one because what if she's like, oh, you're kind of bothering me. I need to work. And I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And he's like, you should have just done it. And I was like, no, like, she is working. I don't want to bother her. I just stress out about everything.
I do too.
And
And
it's
I
so,
take everything to the extreme.
yeah. And like
I'm
sometimes,
0 to 100.
do you ever like you're not trying to start a fight with Shane, but you do because you're like overthinking it? Like I try to be very like today, I was telling Andrew, I was like, I wanted to hang out with you, but I mean, I get it if you don't want to hang out. He's like, it's not that I don't want to see you, it's that I just want to chill. And I'm like, who just wants to chill? Like, if I'm chilling, I'm asleep. If I'm alone and there's nothing to do, I'm asleep or reading. I can't just chill. There's no chillaxing in Haley's world.
I know what you mean.
And it's hard. It's hard when you're with someone that's like really independent, wants to be by themselves, just playing their video games, and you're just like, what do I need to do?
Well, it's like, I feel like something chaotic happens every single day with me.
Yeah.
Like, there's some type of, like every single day. And I'm like, is that me? I think it
Yeah.
is. It is. And like, can you imagine if you had peace every day?
Yeah, I have no idea what I would do if I was just like happy and
I think
stuff
I would
every
probably
day.
get bored.
Yeah, like Andrew feels the same exact way every single day. He's just bam there. And I'm just like yesterday I woke up depressed. Like I was just like no emotion, no feelings, just depressed. And Andrew's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I woke up depressed." He's like, "Why?" And I was like, "No clue." And then like today I woke up, I was fine.
I wake up most days going, I can't do this. What am I going to do?
I understand that.
What do I do? I can't get on my live. I cannot sit here and pretend like I'm okay when I'm not. Like,
Yeah.
how do I pretend? Because I'm the one, the eyes are on me. I have to be good, and I'm not good. And I'm like, I just can't do this. But it seems like when I force myself to do it, then I'm all right.
I get that.
I'm like, okay. I did it. Like, I did it. But then, like, there's just times when I'm just like, I can't even force myself to do it. And what's bad is when it's a field trip, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
God, I can't be around all these kids. I can't pretend like I can't, because and sometimes like people that follow me, they know my personality, and when they get here and I don't have that personality, they're like, "Are you okay?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh God, they noticed."
Well, that's like people that see me at work or like that I serve. They would have no idea that I suffer from depression or anything because they see me so happy and smiley. And like
Hmm.
the people at church, it's like they see the best part of me. They don't see like the bad stuff.
Hmm. And I, of course, I talk about him. I think about Robin Williams all the time. You
Yeah.
know, he was always funny. He was the funniest actor ever, always cutting a joke. I had no clue he fought depression. And that is me and you.
Yeah.
And the light, we're a ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
And in behind closed doors, we're like, it's
Yeah.
awful.
I'm wanting to get a semicolon tattoo.
I thought about getting one too. Maybe
Me
we
and
should
dad
get
are
them
going.
together.
Well, I'm getting matching ones with dad, or I would.
Okay. I
Yeah.
get it.
We should get like something. We should get like just one little whoop for noodle brains. Just a whoop.
One little noodle brain.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I want to get a ton of roses and like carnations on my rib cage, and mom's like, I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, you couldn't be in a swimsuit on stage.
Well, I don't do swimsuit pageants,
Oh, okay.
but a lot of pageants are starting to open up to tattoos.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know. I just don't want to hide who I am from the world. And I
I
love tattoos. Like I love piercings. Like look at these babies.
I didn't know you had that many piercings. Is that new?
My fourth one is
So
me and my
sad.
friend pierced it.
By yourselves?
Yeah.
No.
I've had the first one when I was little. Second one I was like 11. Third one I was like 14, and then I just got that one, and I've had this one since I was 14 too. My other friend pierced this one and this one.
Well, I have a second hole, and my previous husband bought me real diamond earrings, and I used to wear them all the time. Like I never took them out. Kind of like I wear this necklace. I don't take it
Yeah.
off. I don't like jewelry that I have to take on and off.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I want to get a piece of jewelry that I wear in the shower, at the farm.
Yep.
It's just,
It's a tiara.
oh yeah, his grandmother gave it to you.
Yeah. But I'm getting a locket from him for my birthday, and I'm never going to take it off. I'm so excited.
That's how it is. Jane, my follower, gave me this, and one of them is a peacock
I
feather.
love that.
And then she knows me. I'm all glitter. I'm a glittery kind of person. So
Me
she
too,
got me
girl.
purple's my favorite color.
You
So
saw
and
my pins.
huh?
You saw my pins. They're all
Yeah.
glittery.
So I love my necklace. I have two of them. I have a brown one
That's cool.
with beads. But
I
this
was
is
going to show
this
you
is
this.
so me, and she means a lot to me. I've never met her, but what's so cool is her name is my mom's name, and we instantly made a connection.
Yeah.
She's such a calm person, and she, like, when I talk to her, she makes me feel like I can be calm, and it's so nice.
Yeah.
And maybe one day I'll meet her.
I hope so.
Yeah, I
I
hope
was
so.
gonna show you my pins, how they sparkle.
How cute is that?
I don't know if you can tell they sparkle, but
I
like it's
can. I can. So are they highlighters?
they're
Like,
pins.
oh, it looks like a highlighter.
See, these are highlighters on the words, but like those are pins.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see.
Oh, so pretty. I love glitter so much. It makes me so happy. And if I use highlighters and pins in my Bible, I get into it more.
Yeah.
So I enjoy it more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, it was good chatting with you.
Yeah, it was good chatting with
I
you
mean,
too.
30 minutes goes
It really
when
does.
we told. I'm like, did we accomplish anything? Did we help anybody today? Probably not. We just complained all. But you know what? Hopefully, whoever listens to this, hopefully they'll like look at you and I and like you're a beauty queen and I'm in the highlight of social media and they can go, wow, they're just like me.
Yeah.
We're all in this together. We all have spaghetti noodle brains.
Yes.
So if you're watching this and you have spaghetti noodle brains, comment noodle brains. Share it
Yeah.
with someone that needs it.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
and the good thing is, you know, like teenagers know they're not alone. They can be like, you know, listening to you, and then midlife people can be like me because you know we go through hormone changes and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and our bodies are not this beautiful hourglass. You know, we're like getting thick because we're in menopause. It's just hard, you know. But at the end of the day, we're all just alike.
Yeah, I'm struggling because I don't have the same body I did when I was 14 and not eating. So, it's like it's rough. It's hard watching your little pooch grow.
Wait till you get 50
Okay, don't scare me like that.
because you have pooch and your body hurts at the same time.
My body always hurts.
Hey, I'm going on vacation. Did I tell you that?
Or is it the Minnesota?
Missouri.
Missouri? Yeah.
Just Vanson and I.
Is
So,
Vanson getting to go?
yeah.
I thought he wasn't going to get to go.
Okay, so he apparently I didn't even ask him what happened with that little game, whatever it was called, the Beast.
Yeah.
Apparently, he didn't get it. Um,
No.
get past the next little thing. So, to me, I'm so glad. But
Oh yeah.
um, I do have it like the most exciting news ever about my son that I can't tell. And it sucks because I have exciting news and he said, Mother, do not breathe a word. And I'm like, God dang, I can't say nothing.
When can we
But
find out?
we'll find out next week.
Oh,
That'll be our next week. And
oh,
don't let me
gosh.
forget to tell you. I think, I think he needs to say it first.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'll say it. I think the official date is Sunday or Monday. I don't know. So go follow him and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Go follow my kid. But don't be judging for what he posts. If he puts anything trashy on there, he wasn't raised like that. Just telling you.
It's all him.
It's all him. It's all his choices. It's not the way he was raised. He lived in a good home. He was taught right from wrong. I bet my mom would say the same thing about me. She was
Yeah.
not raised like that. I don't know where that mouth came from. Oh, you know what? I got cold busted today about this, and I'm so glad that I did. You know me and my jokester self. So when I gave up Coke Zero, I used to call it a protein shake. So I started calling water vodka, that I'm drinking my vodka. And it was a joke. And this lady was like, if you're going to be having sober living facilities at your house, that could be a big trigger. And I'm so glad she said that to me. Because what if sober living people came here and then they started following me, and here I am talking about drinking vodka for breakfast? That could be a trigger.
Yeah.
So I'm glad she cold busted me.
Nice.
So I guess I'm just gonna. What can I call this?
You know, there is a thing called water.
That's so boring.
I don't know.
I guess I could go back to my protein shake.
Yeah.
But it's still the protein. But see, protein shake's funny because it was a train wreck, and a Coke Zero is a train wreck, and I was trying to make it healthy, and
Yeah.
this is healthy, and I was trying to make it a train wreck.
Well,
It'll
that's fun.
come out one day.
It will.
But vodka is gone because she
Yeah.
is right. That could be a serious trigger for someone.
We love constructive criticism.
Yeah, I do. I
It
mean, I'm glad
helps.
she said that to me because I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
And you think about children watch me,
Yeah.
and here I am talking about drinking vodka. I mean, it's a joke, but
They might not
it
know
wasn't
that.
good. It
Yeah.
wasn't good. So, I don't drink vodka no more for breakfast.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you sobered up.
I'm sober. Oh, that's what I'll tell people. Y'all, I just want to let you know that I've sobered up and I'm no longer drinking vodka because it
That's
is a trigger.
yeah.
All right. I'm good talking to you and checking in.
Good talking to
It's
you. I'm
always
glad
good to
you're
know
doing
that I'm
good.
not alone with my feelings,
Yeah.
especially on being a people pleaser.
Yeah.
I don't know how we fix it. I don't
Just
feel like
be
it's
yourself.
fixable. I feel like it's been a train wreck like that for so long.
Yeah.
Only thing I know is distraction.
Yeah.
Quit thinking about it, Judy. Get over
Do what
yours.
Jesus would
You know
do.
what I started? I see. I can't shut up. I've started when Shane has anger issues and he's mean. He's a snake, and I've decided when he starts doing that, I'm just going to say, "Go wash the dishes." So if he starts getting ugly to me, I'm gonna be like, "Go wash the dishes."
Good idea. Let me know how that goes with Shane.
I've started doing it. When
Does
he
it work?
starts, where is my go wash the dishes and quit worrying about me. Get out of my face, go wash the dishes. Because he needs to recognize it. So if
Yeah.
I say the same thing over and over and over to him, instead of me firing off back, because I will, I decided to make it funny. Go wash the dishes.
I'll try
You
that.
know, you know who I learned it from?
Who?
Mama Tot.
Oh,
She says it. When people start being ugly to her, she goes, "Go wash the dishes."
I'm gonna start saying that.
I am too. When people are ugly to me on social media, I'm going to say, "Go wash your dishes."
Go do your laundry.
Go clean out a closet. I mean, come on, lady.
Yeah.
Be nice. Don't worry. Be happy. Go wash your dishes. All right. I love you.
I love you. Bye,
I love you.
guys.
Bye. See y'all next time.